Welcome back to another
G-Shot It reaction.
Welcome back to another G-Shot It reaction. Y'all know we got to do that Terrence Howard video. I just couldn't resist not doing it, so let's get into it.
You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are
that man pretty much said Diddy tried to fuck it.
Oh no! And so eventually you're going to go too far. You know, who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what Heath had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it, and they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. You know, but when you lose your man card. That's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
I truly believe that dude fuck with a lot of men. Because ain't no way I can go out here, and the only way for me to become famous or get any type of money, I got to give up my manhood. And if you was to do something like that, as a man, you know how that would eat you up at night while you laying in the bed?
He ain't lying.
Because you going to continue to have flashbacks. Your ass ain't gonna get no kind of sleep. So the best thing, just don't do it. But if you do it, that's your business and not mine.
Goddamn right.
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother.
Can you imagine how many stars that we watch right now on TV have possibly gave up their manhood to become famous? I'm not going to say any names, but I could think of a few. If you could think of a few, leave it in the comments.
Care of her family and do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy party.
Dang.
That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone.
He
you
ain't
don't
lying.
have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So
damn. So y'all hear what he's saying. So that means everybody that attended puffy parties and those freak offs don't gave up a little of that freak off. They don't gave that ass up to somebody just to get in the party. They probably gave that ass up just to get in the party. Just to give up some more ass. Damn. That sucks. They probably did that too.
Maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing,
but it looked like he shot like, damn, am I really hearing this?
I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card.
That type of shit will eat a man alive. Oh, you go into a party, you done fucked around and got drunk. Now you're in a room with 3 and 4 other men, and they tag teaming your ass. So you got to leave this place knowing that they done ran a train on you. And you a superstar with millions of dollars. So you going on TV with the phony ass face and the phony ass act, knowing that somebody done went in your bag. Good God Almighty, somebody help them.
You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach.
Diddy wanted Terrence to come to his house so he can put butter all on his back. He wanted that ain't nothing but butter taste off of Terrence's house. Diddy, shame on you, Diddy. You need to leave these man booty alone, man. What's wrong with you, buddy?
For a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay.
He was sizing you up,
will
Terrence.
you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay.
That had to be some uncomfortable ass shit.
Goddamn right.
I know he probably done heard rumors about Diddy, but to be sitting in the room with him by yourself and this man just staring at you,
Hey,
he really looking at
boy,
Terrence
ain't no
like he
fucking
want
way,
to eat
boy.
him up and figure out
Boy,
what
ain't no
position
way,
he
boy.
want to put me in. Pause. Damn, Terrence, I'm glad you got up out of there, my boy. He was gonna run one up in you. Pause again.
But then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like,
Yo.
Okay, now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
Believe it or not, this been going on for years, because I've been hearing about this when I was younger. Guys getting record deals, but in order to get that record deal, you know what you got to do. And being that most of the guys who out to get the record deals come from the projects and having no money, and when somebody throw $100,000 or $200,000 in your face, cash, and all you gotta do is give up that ass, sometimes these motherfuckers would do it.
He ain't lying.
Shit, not me. Keep your money, player. I don't want it, because you're not going up in me like that. No, sir.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the Chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents.
Terrence Howard's a smart motherfucker. I give it up to you, Terrence. It took a lot to come out and say that you thought this man was trying. Well, he didn't say it. His assistant said it. The hell. Thank God you realized it before it did happen. But check this out. If this is your first time checking out my channel, hit the like and subscribe button and follow me for more content. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at GShotItTV, all around social media. Also check out my lifestyle vlogs and my voiceover vlogs. I also do those too. Until next time, I'll catch y'all on this video. I'm out. Diddy, Stop doing what you've been doing. You've been a bad boy. That's where he got that name from, bad boy. Because he been a bad boy.